Tai Outlaw able to get so free for so many three-pointers tonight?
I didn't think he was free. I think he made some outstanding shots. He's been on fire these last several games. I think Virginia Tech has really been shooting the three ball well from every position. And Ty had 8 of the 10 they made. So he made 80% of their threes, one guy. We tried several different people on him. The only guy that had minor success was Davon Reed, which he didn't shoot any against Davon. But we gave up too many threes and too many free throws, and those were the points of emphasis. The two things we wanted to take away is we didn't want to put him on the foul line, and we didn't want to give him a chance to get double digits in making threes, because the last time when we played them, they only made 4. Tonight they make 10, and that's the difference in the game.
Just a few weeks ago, you were playing about 10 minutes a game, and now you're playing almost 40 minutes a game. Has getting more minutes and getting into a rhythm helped your shot quite a bit, you think?
Yeah, definitely. I think it would be the case with anybody who plays more. You get into a better rhythm, but definitely playing more has helped me out a lot, and getting in the gym and watching a lot of tape with my coaches.
You know that was a Tech record tonight for most threes in a game?
Didn't know.
Have you ever had 8 threes in a game in your career before?
Not in Division I. I had 9 in junior college, 9 for 11, but not in Division I.
Well, 8 of 10 from three-point range today. Why were you so hot from the three-point range? What was the reason?
We're deep into the season, and I'm getting more minutes, so it's just a rhythm thing. That's why they recruited me to come here, because I can shoot, and I'm having confidence. My team has confidence in me. I don't see why I wouldn't make 8 for 10.
How big do you think it's been for you, or how big has it been for you to step up the way you have, especially with Chris going down a few games ago?
It's like something out of a movie. It's a dream come true. Didn't hate that Chris got hurt, but it's a perfect opportunity for me to step up and show what I can do, and I'm glad I got the opportunity.
Have you been happy showing what you can do? I mean, you're obviously showing what you can do at this point. I mean, how nice is it that all the hard work is paying off for you at this point?
Keeping faith in God, and just that's all it is, really. I had faith in God. So.
What do you mean? You don't see why you wouldn't shoot 8 for 10 from 3? That's pretty hard to do.
If you limit yourself, then that's all you're gonna do. So I went 5 for 5 in some games, 5 for 6. I could have went 0 for 10 for the day. That's not my job to worry about. I worry about defense and shooting open shots.
Well, what kind of looks were you getting? Were you getting open looks? Were the defense were the defense making it tough on you, especially?
Miami is a great defensive team. I'm not gonna lie, they were there on a lot of those shots. It just I was on fire. A lot of them, they were hitting my hands, hitting the ball. They just kept going in, so I'm not gonna stop shooting.
You guys are up to 34th in the RPI after tonight. Do you feel pretty good about your chances at this point of the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, we're just trying to finish out on a good note with a W on Saturday, and who knows? Hopefully we get in.
You ever played with somebody who made 8 three-pointers in a game before? That was a Virginia Tech record he set tonight.
Nah, I never played with anybody that made 8. Played against somebody that made 9 here, but never played against somebody that 8. That was amazing. All his hard work is finally paying off, and it's nice to see.
I feel like you guys only have 1 loss in the Castle this season. You got to feel pretty confident because of that going into the game this weekend against Wake Forest.
Yeah, we feel really confident. We want to, send our seniors out, Seth, Zach, Greg, and Matt out with a, W, and that's the reason why we're trying to do all this for these guys. This is their last rodeo, so just trying to take it one game at a time.
Differently with Tai and replacing Chris?
I think we do a lot of the same stuff. They're both different players, which is so good when you got 2 people playing the same position and they give you completely different looks. Chris is more athlete, fast, push the tempo, great rebounder, and a playmaker. Ty's more of a scorer, great shooter, great teammate, great rebounder. So they give you a lot of different things. We're not running anything different. We're running literally the same stuff. You gotta give credit to Miami. They got some hard plays to guard and some great players.
What's your take on Tai Outlaw's performance?
It was great. I'm just proud. I'm just proud of him. I mean, I look at Tai like a little brother. I know I'm only like 1 year older than him, but I love him to death, and I'm just proud that he had the performance. Because man, we put in the work, and it's always good when your work pays off.
Your last college home game is coming up on Saturday. Any thoughts as you go into that? Your last college home game, senior day. It's a big day for a lot of guys.
Yeah, I just want to win. Just want to just attack it like how we do every game, and I just want to have a good win, in the regular season off right.
Tai Outlaw, the school record, 8 3-pointers. What did you envision getting out of him when you lost Chris Clark?
It's hard to say. He had every reason up until that point probably to be disenchanted with how we were using him. But how he handled all of that prior to the UVA game was as mature as any kid I've ever coached. And I think that's why he set the school record. I think the ownership that he's had since he arrived, and you guys understand he came in the summer session 2 and was not allowed to sweat. That in and of itself is a life-changing story. When you've played ball your whole life and you're from down the road and you're coming back home and somebody says, don't sweat when you're 21 years old. I think it says a lot about who he is.
Is it just a kid making the most of an opportunity, or is he doing certain things better with his shooting than he was earlier this season?
Both. I think part of the reason he's shooting it better is he's in a better groove, and he's not wondering when or if I'm going to take him out.
Coach, you guys are shooting the ball so well and have been for the last few days. Do you feel like you guys are too dependent, or you guys have to shoot it that well to win games like these?
I do think that we put a lot of pressure on our offense. Mathematically, our offense has been superb. The negative is that teams are shooting more balls than we are. Part of that is because we're shooting it at a very high clip. Part of it is we're shooting a lot of free throws. Part of it is they're beating us on the offensive glass. I thought tonight there was a push. 3 of their 5 offensive rebounds were dead ball offensive rebounds, which means at least there was some fingertips in the mix, and it's a spot throw in out of bounds. But I think that's the thing that we have to overcome, and we have so far in a good way with the adjustments that we've made and the things that we're trying to do to give the guys that are playing the best chance.
I know you split the 2 games with them, but to go -2 in rebounding against one of the better rebounding teams in the country without Chris tonight, you kind of touched on it already. I mean, how critical was that tonight, just being able to do that? It's just...
Well, I think, Norm, that no matter who we play, they're going to be bigger. And odds are they're going to be longer, which typically means they're more athletic. And I think we've adjusted and semi-solved some of the offensive things that we need to do to give ourselves a chance. And then defensively, almost on the fly, it seems like we're throwing things against the wall and waiting until something sticks. And the answer is not did they score. The answer is within whatever we were doing defensively, did we give up an offensive rebound? Because that's what makes it really hard on us. And I think they had 10 offensive rebounds at their place, and we had 15 turnovers. And that's just, we can't overcome that. It was a mistake-filled game in many respects for us offensively, but they're also shooting more balls, partly because we're giving it to them, and then partly when they shoot and miss it. And no matter who we play going forward, I think that's going to be so much of our scouting reports, Norm, over the last 5 games have been eerily the same. We need a shot attempt every possession. We had 8 turnovers at half. It was 28% turnover rate. We can't overcome that, right? And it's the same exact issue on the offensive glass.